welcome to Mountain America Stadium in Tempe. A Week 1 showdown between two teams hoping to get things started on a great note. It's the Memphis Tigers and the Arizona State Sun Devils. Along with David Pollack and Jesse Paul. They'll run it. Knocked down behind the line of scrimmage, he'll lose a yard. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Kept the last one on the ground, now they'll throw. Firing to the right, complete. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short. It'll be 3rd and short from their own 33. They'll try to get the first through the air. Finds his target. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a first down.
Well, after watching the other offense go down the field and score a touchdown, you know this guy's trying to lead his offense to do the exact same thing. That was a big 3rd down. I know there's a lot of football left to play, but you're trying to establish confidence as early as possible. That last throw is really going to help out your team.
He was not fooled on that one. You know, a lot of times you want to buy space, and you throw this route really when it's coverage, but you could tell the cornerback was up, ready to come, pounce on that screen, and get the tackle for a loss.
The Tigers with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Hit and stopped right there. Not much on that pickup. Ton of ground to cover here on 3rd and long. Looking to move the chains. They throw it complete to the left. He ended up going back. The Tigers send out the offense to go to work. They take over down 7-0 and trying to get even on this drive. Enough to move the chains. He'll be forced out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 44-yard line, and this offense has it going. Cranking up a drive like that can really get you going. It's first down from the 44. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Quarterback can't pull the trigger, and down he goes at the 41. Ball is at the 41 as this defense tries to force the punt on 3rd and long. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. He'll go down right there, but what a big play to come up with that turnover. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. What a nice job by the defense to string it out, not give him any kind of alley, and knock him down for a loss.
This offense has really struggled, and I think you're just waiting for one play, one explosive play to happen to hopefully galvanize you a bit offensively. That's not the case there. They try to run the football in the first play of the drive, and it gets absolutely blown up for a loss.
The short hands, it's Dorsey. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job.
The Tigers getting set on 1st and 10.
Here we go, ready, go.
Leaves it in his belly. It'll be a gain of 6, sets up 2nd and 4. They'll try to kick it into overdrive. Clock's running, 2nd down coming. Kept it on the ground, now they'll throw. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. He'll be stopped, but not before. Trying to set the tone on the ground in the 3rd. He'll be forced out of bounds at the 28-yard line as this offense tries to mount a drive. Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. Snap in the shotgun. Working that left side now. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. It'll be 3rd and short from their own 33. Powers inside. And he gets it right on the cusp, maybe a few.
Break, over.
Looking for a physical attack from the gun. They were all over it.
And this offense on first down, man, they go backwards. And they built a deficit, and they've been sluggish. And they just need something to get going, to get started, because they've kind of looked out of sorts and out of rhythm this whole game.
Stopped again, and at least they made it back to the line of scrimmage this time.
And we knew the linebackers were the strength of this defense, but coming in the offense, man, they felt really good about their running back. And so far, man, it's been a fun matchup to watch, but advantage to these guys that have been filling gaps, scraping, getting to the football, making plays. This linebacker unit really...
Looking for running room. Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27. Memphis picking up the tempo.
Defense came into this one knowing they were going to see some tempo. They've got to get the call from the sidelines, get it communicated, get lined up.
Sells to fake. They're all over him. He gets away. Slides past the sticks, and he converts on 2nd and long. Great awareness on the scramble. That's the end of the quarter, and Arizona State has the lead. They've done the work to build a nice cushion. Now to bring it home as we check out the stats after 3 quarters. Hand it to the back. There's some daylight.
Really good surge that time by the offensive line. You saw all those bodies by the defense being pushed backwards. That opened up the crease for the ball carrier. He's able to get a really nice gain there, setting up 2nd and inches.
Grabbed in the backfield. It's Dorsey. They get him on the ground, but it'll be enough to pick up the 1st down. And the Tigers have this offense rolling. Out wide right, it's Harding. And that had all the makings of bug meat. The Tigers come to the line on the heels of that big pass play. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. Hit and dropped, and he got nothing on 1st down. A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on 2nd down. Holds on, it's Bradford. They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's 1st down. Offense in the hurry-up.
And as soon as the receiver caught the ball, you saw the quarterback start communicating to his teammates what the next play was going to be because they're now changing the tempo and going fast.
Now they'll try to cash in this drive. 1st and 10 from the 50. Fresh set of downs going up top. And the quarterback will be slung down back at the 43.
That's a play the defense needed, right? It's been a battle all game long. Here we are, it's late, everybody's tired. They've given up a few yards on this drive, but they come away with a huge sack at a big moment.
Got there right as the ball did. Jarred it loose. It'll be 3rd. He's going to change things up against this defensive look. First play of the drive, he'll look to throw. Got the back over the middle. He gets out of bounds. 27 seconds left. It'll be 1st down. Environment can have a major impact on even the most composed, well-prepared team. So how much did the crowd play a factor in?
Here we go. Ready. 1, 2, 3, go, go. Ready, ready. 1, go, go. Ready, go! Gotta be patient. Down, ready! 180, 1, go, go! Ready! 180, go! Ready, go! Down, ready! Red 54, red 54! Go! Here we go, ready! Ready, go! Ready, ready! Ready, go! Let's go. That's how we do it. Ready! Go, go! Down, ready! 1, go, go! Ready! Go, go! Down, ready! Ready, go! Down, ready! Go, go!
A live look at D.W. Reynolds Razorback Stadium. EA Sports college football coverage continues on this Saturday with a mid-afternoon clash. It ought to be a sensational game. It's the Memphis Tigers and the Arkansas Razorbacks. Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer with you. Holly Rose down on the sidelines. We check in with her now.
Guys, Coach Huff told me pregame he understands the challenge at hand. Bringing this team in here to an SEC opponent, it is going to be a very big task at hand. But he knows his players want to show that they are just as good, maybe overlooked, not as highly recruited. He said he's got a very motivated squad on his hands today against the big boys. Reese?
Thank you, Holly. Really looking forward to this matchup. Memphis ready to kick it off and get things started. And he takes this from inside the 5. Tackled and brought down right at the 20-yard line. Good coverage there. Jackson will throw. Look out! Blasted as he lets it go. They stay aggressive and push their way out to the Tigers offense takes the field for the first time in this game. This crowd bringing the energy and noise early. Working the ground game. Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21. Third and long, a lot of ground to cover. From the gun, he's stopped right at the 31-yard line. That's not enough for him. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Handoff from the gun. Defense in the right spot. They stop him after a gain of 2 to the 28. Long way to go on second down. Right back to the well. They make the stop after a gain of 3 to the 31. Big third down coming from their own 31. Defense tries to get off the field. Give to the back. Steaming into the backfield to make the stop, and he'll lose. Well, this is not what the doctor ordered in terms of starting field position. Pulls it, trying to get the corner. Knocked down immediately at the line of scrimmage. Second and long here. Fake and wants to throw. Fired that thing out in a heartbeat, but it's incomplete.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder. The snapping the football, everybody being on time. Man, this crowd really affecting the football game.
Looking left. Makes a connection. And he's got enough for the first down. They'll mark it at the 34. Memphis coming to the line with a fresh set of downs. They'll run it out of the shotgun. Stuffed almost in his tracks, but strong enough to pick up 1 to the 35. Didn't get much on first down. It's second and 9. They give it back to him. Tried to fight his way through that tackle, but he's brought down.
A really good play by this defense, seeing it, attacking it, going and getting it. Obviously, they're running the RPO. They weren't fooled. They played the run, came up, made a nice tackle, got the running back on the ground.
They're working that left side. They'll get it to the 48. No need to measure. It's a first down. The Tigers are moving quickly down the field. Pulls it. But nowhere to go. Stopped right at the line of scrimmage. They'll need a bunch on second down. Keeps it himself. And those two couldn't make the connection. It's an incomplete pass. decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on third down. The snap sets up the throw. Back open in the middle. And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short. They'll run it on fourth down. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on fourth down, and they keep the drive alive. This offense has had trouble getting it in gear, but maybe a little life here on 1st and 10. Caught in the backfield, it's Bradford. And the Tigers in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Throws it off the RPO. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up. From the 36, a third down, and you wonder if they're willing to take 2 plays to get the first. Across the 25. And he stopped, brought down at the 18. It'll be enough for the first down. The Tigers, once backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, have put quite a drive to get. Here comes the rush, and they've got it wrapped up at the 28. This drive facing a little adversity now. A 10-yard loss leaves him with 2nd and 20. Makes the grab. Makes the grab, down immediately. He picks up a few.
The linebacker was not fooled at all. He read his keys. He saw the running back release out of the backfield. He's got some speed and wheels himself to run with them. And, yeah, the running back made the catch, but he went right down to the ground. Really nice job that time by the linebacker.
The Razorbacks take their first timeout. Tells the run, wants to pass. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18.
You have to imagine the game plan in the second half. Being down, I got to come out and throw the football successfully, but how about this offensive line? They don't do their job. They don't protect their guy, and the defense setting the tone.
Quick give. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They're going to ride this running back. Pretty good effort on that one to work his way up to the 42. Memphis wants to move quickly. They're changing things up, trying to get everyone set. 2nd down, going to throw it. Looking to the big tight end. Finds a man in the middle. He'll be dragged to the ground, but it'll be a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs.
And obviously trailing in this football game now in the second half. This is exactly what they talked about at halftime. We've got to create some explosive plays in the passing game. They're going to need a lot of this, and the defense is fully aware that they're going to throw the football. That's a great start to this second half.
Past the 30. Gets it all the way inside the 20-yard line to the 19 before being hauled down. The Razorbacks take their first timeout. And that will leave them with just 2 timeouts to use the rest of the way. Here's an opportunity for this offense in search of its first touchdown. It's 1st and 10. Sells the run, looking to pass. In the backfield, it's Bradford. And after that last one, perhaps the emphasis should be on forward pass on 2nd down. From the gun, the ground game. They get him stopped after a 2-yard gain. Ball is at the 17.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They'll get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Obviously, great job picking up the first down there through the air, but you're trailing by a lot of points now, and you're in that area of the field where you should take a shot. If I was the offensive coordinator, I'd be thinking about throwing this next one into the end zone and trying to cut into the lead.
Driving making its way all the way down to the 3-yard line. Trying to save time on defense, they use their second timeout. And they'll have to be very judicious as they only have one timeout remaining. Second down to the air. And here's a fumble way behind the line. And the defense jumps on it. They get that turnover. Out of the gun, the running back has it. Good pickup on the ground, and they'll mark him down at the 39. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Give to the running back. This time the defense was ready, and they stop him in his tracks. They'll need to show urgency to get another play off before the clock hits 0. A little misdirection and the handoff on the counter. And he was able to push forward for a solid gain as the clock strikes 0 here in the third. And a chance to mull things over. Let's see how they start the final period here on second down. Handoff again. They went right back to him, and this time the defense was all over him. Nothing to show for that run. Changing the routes with his receivers. Out of the shotgun on third down. Makes the grab on the left. Moving deeper into enemy territory. Move the chains. It's first down at the 27.
Well, you got to think here offensively that you may have 2 more possessions in this game. You can still win, but you've got to be aggressive. You've got to start taking shots vertically down the field, throwing to your best players.
They've got a really good drive going, but a little speed bump here at 2nd and 13. Trying to establish the run. He's past the sticks. Defense comes up with a stop, but not before he moves the chains and takes it inside the 10 to the 8. Selling the run, but he wants to throw it. And the quarterback caught up to and sacked at the 12.
And you try to catch him off balance, maybe on first down and goal right here, a situation where maybe you sneak in a pass. Defense was ready, got the sack. Now you got to be a little bit more creative now that you got the negative play. The offense, I know you've worked this all week. You got to get ready to execute in the red zone.
They desperately need to get the score here on 3rd and goal to have any kind of wild chance. From the gun, wants to pass. Big hit, knocks the ball away, and it'll force them into a 4th down.
It's really hard to win football games when you're one-dimensional offensively, and that's the case. They just have not been able to get anything going, throwing it deep down the field. They haven't won their one-on-one matchups. Quarterback has missed some throws, and as a result, in the 4th quarter, they barely have 100 yards passing, and that's why they're losing.
A 4th quarter field goal down by this much, that's a lot like putting into the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers. This is what you do in the backyard. You never do it in the middle of the game. It's always final drive, clock winding, got to have a score. Offense down 1 possession. He's got the back in the middle. Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling. They're out to the 35. Now they've got to hustle to the line and get set.
And we've seen him do it by land, right? They've been handing him the football, and he's been finding space.
Oh, it's picked off. Oh, at the worst possible time. Bringing it back. He's at the... And it's going to be a pick 6. Touchdown, Razorbacks. What a play by... He sends 3 receivers right, maybe looking for man coverage on the left on 2nd and 5. Takes it on the shovel. Makes the grab, and it's enough for the first down before he's dragged to the... It has been said that the obstacle is the way, and this obstacle is now back-to-back losses.
Back-to-back L's. It's not the end of the world, though. I still think there's time for this team to figure out what they're going to do, how they're going to finish the season strong. It's not over yet. 2 bad weeks. Flush it down the toilet. Refocus the mechanism. We're ready to rock and roll next week.
It just needs to be about finding a way to win a game right now. In all likelihood, 99.
Mississippi State about to boot it away as we start the festivities. And he's coming out of the end zone. He's brought down to the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. So Memphis offense will get the ball first. Going with the ground game left. Slams into the pile. He'll get 1 to the 17.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now, listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
They'll knock him down after a pickup of 1 to the 18.
And what a great job by the defense here. First down, second down, 2 straight runs. They stuff both. And that was a big key for them coming into this game. They want to set up 3rd and long situations. And now those edge rushers can pin their ears back to get after the quarterback. They can mix up and disguise their coverages on the back end, hoping to create negative plays and takeaways.
Solid work and execution there. They'll have a first down as they mark it at the 40. Memphis coming to the line with a fresh set of downs. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. Nowhere to go. The Tigers now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Might as well run him again. Taken down. They'll have to push the ball down the field here on 3rd and long. Wants to throw. It's Nolan. Rush right in his face. Intercepted, and the first drive ends with a pick. There he goes. Touchdown. Mississippi State. The defense does. Memphis has the ball back and the offense ready to go to work. The big thing now, don't get rattled by that last pick 6, David.
Nah, it was a big mistake. Obviously, the defense took advantage of it, but you got to put it behind you. Jesse, I'm sure you know a thing or two about throwing a pick 6 and how to rebound.
I believe I've only thrown 1 in my life, but yes, I do because of that singular instance. I'll say this. You can't let that play beat you twice. You got to go out and not try to get it all back here in one play. Just execute the offense.
On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Trying to pick up the first out of the backfield. Offense in a split backfield. Hand off from the shotgun. And he'll find enough running room to get it just short of midfield at the 49. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Just feeds the running back. He's got the first down. Make the stop at the 40, but it's a 10-yard gain and a fresh set of downs. Now from the 40, it's 1st and 10. Fresh set of downs going to the air. Reels it in. He makes the stop almost as soon as he catches it, and they're short of the first down.
Well, look, I know this guy's not the biggest running back in college football, but boy, is he dangerous, right? He's so shifty. He's hard to bring down. It's a good idea to get him going in the passing game. Put him out in space. Let's see what he can do.
They're trying to send a message with this running game. He stopped after a pickup of 4 to the 33. He'll try to get to the marker himself. That defensive front just flat whipped them as they knock him down for a big loss. Going to audible here. Let's see what they do. Got to make the play on 4th. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. Nice pickup on the return, but more important, they got the takeaway, and now they're in business.
And this is obviously not a great start for
the Tigers sending out their offense ready to get this drive started. That last drive ended with an interception, and this time it's paramount they take care of the ball. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
And I like the job by this defense. Seeing the play action, reading it, reacting to run, and then you got to convert to a pass rush. They do a really good job of it. Get to the quarterback and hit him as he's throwing the football.
They make this. This time they'll go to the running game. Got enough for the first down. Makes the stop at the 33, but it's a 15-yard gain. First down for this offense. Across the 45. Across midfield and out of bounds at the 49. A big pickup there. This first half of offense won't go on the highlight reel so far, but starting to get things moving, it's 1st and 10. He'll be brought down quickly after a very short gain. After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. They'll run it. And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle. 3rd and long right here. Looking for a man. It's Nolan. Finds his man. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short. Making the adjustment. Snap on first down, wants to throw. Complete. And he's brought down after a nice gain. And the Tigers are in the hurry-up.
A nice passing game by this offense. The quarterback and the receiver on the same page, in time, in rhythm, creates the big play. Look at them. They're right back on the football, ready to run another play.
The hurry-up now, 2nd down, clock ticking. Back to throw, and they've got to be aware of the clock. And he gets rid of it.
Well, they were trying to sneak him out of the backfield that time into the passing game, but that did not fool anybody on defense. What a hit, forcing that incompletion.
Right side, it's Harding. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains. Now the Tigers will spend their 3rd and final timeout. And they won't be able to stop the clock again for the remainder of this half. And the defense able to get him down, and that should bring us to the end of the half. That's the end of the 2nd quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update.
Fellas, we welcome you into our palatial Orlando studios for the Week 3 edition of the EA Sports College Football Update Show. We get things going with the Ball State Cardinals taking on the Western Kentucky Hilltoppers. And it's Ball State with a double-digit lead. You can't count out the opposition, but I'd say the defense looks awfully stout so far. Now let's take a peek at some of the other contests around the country, games that promise to have an impact on the top 25. Now back to your game inside Liberty Stadium. Back and forth we've gone so far, and these numbers, it's funny, 3rd down conversions don't always tell the story. Maybe staying out of those situations in the second half is the safest pathway to victory. And with that, let's send it back to the fellas at
Memphis about to boot it away to start the second half. From inside the 10, here he comes. He'll be brought down at the 22-yard line. Good coverage on that one. His return is stopped short of the 25. Turning it on. They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. From the gun, running back on the move. Dragged down.
The defense wins that one, and the offensive line was challenged by their coaching staff coming into this game to try and get push up front, establish the line of scrimmage. They're going to have to do a better job running than that if they're going to win this one.
Trying to get the corner. Maybe a crease. Good pickup there as he gets the first down, and they'll mark him at the 48. Mississippi State to the line with a fresh set of downs. Drops back on first down. Bought a little time, lets it go. Lucky to get it off.
Another incompletion, and I've said that a lot, and these teams are just struggling. I mean, the offense just doesn't know what to do. Nothing's working, ground game, throw game. It's kind of been a rock fight on both sides.
Makes the tackle. They need a huge play on 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. Knocked away at the last minute, and that is precision defensive back play there. Mississippi State will roll out the punt unit. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. Punt goes out of bounds, and a really nice job as they stick them deep in their own end. They'll mark it around the 10. Here comes that Memphis offense back onto the field. So they get the ball back after the defense forces a punt, and I'm sure they tried to make some adjustments at halftime after a little bit of a rocky first half. The delay of game pushes the offense back. An unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time. Offense took a little bit too much time at the line there. Looks as if they didn't get it off in time. It'll be a delay of game. So frustrating to see an offense lose track of the play clock and pick up a penalty like that. From the gun, the running back has it. And a really short game before he gets a whole bunch of company from the defense.
And after that run, getting right back up to the line of scrimmage to go hurry up, defense has to be ready.
He'll be dropped. Memphis picking up the tempo. Looking for running room. He'll be stopped short, and they'll force a 4th down. Following that run, we have a player who is shaken up. Down in the play is their sophomore lineman. Here comes the Memphis offense to start this drive. And points have been hard to... In this one, they'll try to put together a drive. Quarterback has to have command in those situations. You cannot afford a penalty like that deep in your own territory. a good productive play on the ground. A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on second down. From the gun, running back gets to give. Stop behind the line, he'll lose a yard. 4 punts already, and they've got to convert here to avoid a 5th. Oh, pressure's coming. Forced him to get rid of it on third down. They've got a first down here. What a start it's been to this season. We've got a great game here. Close ball game, fourth quarter. Couldn't ask for anything more. Getting that push. A pickup of 4 out to the 26. Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. They'll run him again. Get him on the ground after a 4-yard run out to the 31. Big third down coming from their own 31. Defense tries to get off the field. Right at the line. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45. Memphis getting set to snap it on 1st and 10.
Well, they came into this game today knowing this guy was going to have to leave his mark in this one, toting the rock, and he's done that. He's come up with some big plays, and he continues to do that here late at a juncture where they've got to continue running it if they're going to win.
Toss sweep. Try to get it outside to the right. They'll wrestle him down just short of the first down. I don't even think they're going to bring out the chains to measure this one. The Tigers come to the line trying to find a way to convert on 3rd and very short. Putting together a real scoring threat here as they pick up the first down at the 36.
I love the play call by the offense here running the ball. The score is what it is right now. You don't have to panic. You don't have to throw it every single down. You don't have to go up tempo. Just run your stuff. Be balanced. Run the football. Make sure this defense stays honest.
He stopped in his tracks, and at least they didn't lose yardage on this one.
That's a really good stop by the defense. Jesse, they need a few more. You've given up a bunch of yards on this drive and a bunch of plays, but all that matters is keeping them off the scoreboard.
Yeah, it's that bend, don't break mentality you're seeing right now, and this is the point where this defense has just got to lock in.
They'll knock him down right at the 35-yard line, still alive. Let's see how aggressive this defensive coordinator is with the lead and just a few minutes left. The give to the running back from the shotgun. Tackled almost immediately, not a whole lot on that one. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and time is of the essence for this offense to get things done. Long way to go on second down. Looking for a man. It's Nolan. He's taking a deep shot. And he is finding wide-open defenders all over the field. His 3rd interception of the day. Finally brought down, but what a play, not only to get the football, but to flip the field position with the return.
That might be the nail in the coffin, fella.
Guys, I'm going to tell you, I just never saw this team falling into a 3-game losing streak. They are wounded, reeling, and